Yeah, actually, I wanted to talk a little bit about productivity paradox and how I also found it in myself, and constantly I'm just seeing it in my workflows, and sometimes I'm trying to overcome it. But actually, idea that we hate to be boring. You also know this experiment about electric shocks to your brain. Basically, you will do it because you are bored. And it's better to do something than do nothing. We just fear of nothing, fear of death, and fear of stagnation. But from the other side, sometimes not all movement is movement in the right direction. And I thought to myself, how could I find something that will bring me accountable? As of now, I don't have resources to, hire some mentor and pay 2K monthly to those sessions and so on. But I'm just thought, I think AI could do it. Like, it's just a matter of flows that could produce it. And I actually find approach that I just did before sales chatbots, and I started to think about it how to apply into mentoring space. It's not this sloppy and this, I don't know, when you see this AI psychology mentoring chatbots, it's like crap. You start to chatting about it, it start to ask you, it's very vague, it try to pull you in direction to go to psychotherapy and just sell their services to you, to not use AI. It's like something what is converts, but actually it not help you to see the pattern. Like, I like to see the pattern of my activities and what specific actions give me the maximum leverage. And I found this approach of mental models and how specific results give you from your specific mindset and all this stuff. But the main is, if you are not constantly interacting with this mindset, it's like disappears and you don't have this access to knowledge. Because when you're reading a book, I really read a lot, but I could say that sometimes I'm just reading because I need to read. It's not because I'm learning or implementing something. And it's also a little bit of productivity trap. From the other side, it's a habit, and it's always complicated. And when you are inside of your head, you cannot say what specifically you did wrong. And when you're executing something, for example, you have days for planning, days for execution. And when you are just in a workflow and something is fucked up, you are a little bit paralyzed because you don't know what to do actually, and you don't have time to plan it, and you start to procrastinate in some way, and you cannot catch this moment because it's painful. Actually, it's not like I'm lazy or something. I just don't have this archive library of how to solve this problem, particularly in this specific amount of time. It's something that you should to build, but it's difficult to catch this moment when you start to procrastinate because your mind trying to save your resources and have less pain. And actually you cannot do this with your head. You can, but it will be much slower than if someone just say you or make some really strange things here. It's a crap, like, see, it's a circle, you're doing the same. And I like people who challenging me in some way, but it is difficult to find someone who will be really interested in you. Just invest. Why someone should invest in you? Of course, I think my generation will have this mixed borders of what is AI and what is humanity, what is mind, what is consciousness. I will push this idea that basically we invented a god, like if something knows everything about everything, like what is this is not a god. I'm more believer in some universe and all this stuff, but it also could work in some way. And if you have something that directly you could ask for without those human traumatizing experiences, because not everyone has the same experiences and the same reactions, same biology and chemistry as you. And yeah, that's basically something that could help you being accountable. Every evening you just recording yourself like what you did, you transcribe it, just save to database, to your database or just to your table. After a specific time you just collect your day to day 7 days, last 7 days records, compress them and makes you summary what you've actually avoided, because when you are talk, when you are speak, when you write, you are basically show this specific small part, this small piece of detail that tells about your day. You can miss this out, but when something is just telling you, hey, you mentioned this, what do you think about it? It's a problem and you need to solve it, and you are, circling around it and you do nothing about it.